Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm here. I'm not very happy. It's more of a sad day, but I thought about it and said so much of my videos are about how well my garden is doing, how much good progress we are having. But I realized it's not always like that, and sometimes we have some frustrations, we have some losses, sometimes they don't thrive as we wish them to do. If you live in Kenya or if you watch the international news, you already know that in Kenya we've had a lot of rain and it has resulted to floods which have destroyed so many crops. My garden has also not been spared, and so I'm here to share with you what we've lost, what is thriving, and what we intend to do from here, hoping that this will also encourage another gardener who is going through the same fate, and together we may find solutions of what to do. So if you are a gardener like me, or if you are a farmer and have been affected by the floods, please go to the comment section and let's encourage each other. If you have some solutions of what we can do, if you know something we can do to kickstart our crops back, or if we need to start all over again, let us know in the comments. Let's encourage one another and also let's learn from one another. So this is an update of how my garden is looking, and I'll start from right where I am. This is my mango tree. The mangoes are out of season, but my tree has been affected by something since the rains became very intense. So I don't know what's causing this. So my leaves are just drying slowly and then dying, and then new ones are coming. The tree is not badly off, but we noticed that it has a problem. Right below the tree, we have bush beans. Beans must be the only things that are really thriving in this garden. So they have already flowered. They don't seem to have been shaken by the rains. So these are doing very well, and for this one we are so grateful. And next we have lettuce. And in the other garden too, which was a few weeks ago, these ones were just 1 inch above the ground. They also don't seem to have been very affected by the rains. They are thriving, they are doing well. We just planted some sukuma wiki here, not doing well at all, struggling because of the rains. They look like they have been overwhelmed. So we'll give them time. We don't intend to remove them. We just weed them and let them go and see what will turn out. If they die, we are just going to replace them. And next we have more beans going up my pomegranate tree. And this is a climbing bean. It's already started putting the beans. So this one is thriving. Beans look like they are showing off and showing up, not badly off at all. So in this container, we recently, like a week ago, I came and planted some coriander. It's just germinated, not doing so bad. Looks like there was a lot of water in this container at some point. Not so well, not so bad, but we are grateful. Next, this container had radish. All of it is dead. As you can see, this is the last of it. That's gone and forgotten. So we have some volunteer amaranthus, which looks like it's picking. Our orange tree, not doing so bad, but also not so well. We just have a few oranges. Normally we would have a lot, but now we have very few, just 1 or 2, and we have a lot of pests. As you can see here, these are aphids. We've really tried to spray, but because it rains every day, you spray and in a few hours it's been washed. So there isn't much you can do with that. And remember, we are an organic garden, so we can't use chemical pesticides. We are still trying to use our organic pesticides and pest control and pest deterrent. Not really effective with the amount of rain that we are getting in this place. Next we have spinach. We earned all this way, from there all the way. This was spinach. This must be the saddest part of my garden. And if you're growing spinach successively, whether in containers or on the ground in this rain, you must be my hero right now. Usually spinach is the best performing crop in my garden, and there isn't one time that I've never grown spinach. But this time, here we are, it's all dead. I cannot even get spinach for my own consumption in the house. It's gone. Down here we have, this is a bean also. The beans don't look so bad. It's trying to pick up. And below it, I have a pepino melon. It's also been affected. The leaves look very sad, but this looks like it will make a comeback. Not so bad. Below here, I have my butternut. Usually the butternuts really thrive in my garden and give lots, but This time, this whole plant has given me just one. The rest are just rotting, and they come and they rot and they go. And next we have capsicum. Capsicum is not doing bad. We do have a few fruits thriving, not so much, but we do have fruits from the capsicum plants. We also have some that the rains just fell these branches, and these ones just rot. We give them to the rabbits. So the spinach is looking sad all the way. Here we have amaranthus. Usually the indigenous crops, like this one now is an indigenous terere, they do very well. They thrive even in some extreme, quote-unquote, climatic conditions, and that's why it's always good to grow indigenous crops in your garden. So the terere is what is showing up and showing off in this season, and we are grateful for it. Our sunflower plants, we had planted so many, they died, all of them, and we just have to. So there's one, this one is almost ripe for harvest, and there's another one here on this side. There's another sunflower, which is also not doing very bad. For those ones, we are grateful. Some died, but the ones that survived are doing well. And this other side, here we add spinach, all gone. We have strawberries here. These were strawberries. You can see they are really struggling. I've tried all I can to top up with manure and everything. Nothing is working. On this container, we had the cherry tomatoes. Those ones must be the first ones to die. Tomatoes don't like a lot of rain, so they died. The whole trellis is empty. No tomatoes. We just came and removed the dead plants. Here we have peppers. Peppers are doing well. They have not been overwhelmed, so we do have some that we can harvest and some that are coming up. On this patch, we have a collection of herbs. This was lemon balm. It was a lot. It covered the whole area, so I just pruned it so that it can come up again, and it was a lot, so it wasn't making sense to have all that, and then it was killing the other plants. Here we have chocolate mint. This one, we added soil on top of that container so that as it sinks with the rains, there's more soil, so it's just gonna fill it up. Mint is not struggling, it's doing well. We had spring onions in that container. All of them died, and that was the end. Next, this is turmeric. It's doing well. We hope to harvest the roots when they are ready. And here we have our thyme. We do have another thyme, but this one is also doing well. We just added a little bit of soil, and it's thriving. The herbs don't look so overwhelmed. This is again pepino melon, and just like the other ones, the leaves have been affected, but it's picking up. That one doesn't look like it will die completely. It's going to make a comeback. So coming to this side, you remember we were making a green wall. The beans are really doing well. Beans have not struggled a lot with the rains, but the maize is not as nice as I would have loved it to be. We have some like this that are kind of struggling, but the ones on that side look like they are doing very well. We hope to harvest the seeds from this maize. We are growing this maize to save seeds because this is an indigenous variety of maize. It's usually red in color, so we are growing it to be able to save the seeds. We grew it 1 month apart from the rest of the growers in my area to try and avoid cross-pollination. We hope it works and we are able to harvest the red maize. Over here we had spring onions. Nothing is going apart from that one container. It's the only one that is keeping up. Yeah, the rest are really struggling. Our banana is doing well. Apparently bananas love a lot of water, so those ones are doing well. Here we have, this is the chocolate cherry tomato. I have tried my best to keep this tomato going, and I hope I'm able to harvest the tomatoes. It's almost flowering. Looks like it's weathering the rain well. It's not as affected as other tomatoes. These are peppers. Here we had some ripe ones. Recently we harvested. This is the yellow one. You can see this one is rotting. This one has been affected, but we have a few. Our seed bed still have some lettuce, not dead. This container had garlic and some, the rest are volunteers. This is a volunteer mango, this is a volunteer tomato, but the garlic is dead, kind of drowned, and that was it. And next we have more beans, beans are not doing bad. We have peppers. Peppers are also not doing bad. So you can see they have peppers actually. This was a volunteer maize. I don't know which variety. I'll wait and see. On this other side, we have celery. This is practically almost gone. The pests have completely overwhelmed it. It doesn't show any signs of doing well. But we just leave it for the time being and see what comeback it will make. Over here we had a lot of sukuma wiki or kales. They are almost gone, but we have a few plants standing. Not doing so well, but we hope it will pick up later. This is our asparagus. We didn't manage to harvest a lot of shoots, but it had shoots, those ones, and then we forgot to pick them. They overgrew, but it's showing up well. It's not struggling as the rest. These are carrots. As you can see, they have germinated not in a very nice way, but at least we have some germination over there. As usual, spinach is almost dying everywhere, not doing so well. Here we have capsicum, doing very well. These ones, they're even ready to harvest. So we have those, and we have basil there. On the opposite side, some celery, which looks better than what we've seen. So this is good enough, not very bad. Here we have some herbs. Herbs are doing well almost everywhere. This is yarrow. And next is the broadleaf plantain. Usually people think that's a weed, but you can see it's really thriving. As I said, indigenous crops will always do better than anything that you bring in. So that's broadleaf plantain, and it's edible, by the way, and it's a very good medicinal plant. If you see it growing in your farm, don't throw it away. Just pick the leaves and eat them. You can make tea with them. You can use it for wounds. It's very good. Next, here we grew some this is fennel, not dead, not alive, somewhere in between. As you can see, it's not moved even an inch from the other garden tour. Next, there was also more fennel, still struggling. This was lettuce. Lettuce didn't do badly, but this is now past the one you can use for salads. We will wait for it to go to seed. We harvest the seed and save them. This other side, spinach as usual, almost dead, but capsicum thriving. Yeah, so I hope you have seen how our garden is doing, and I hope you have some advice or some comments or some encouragement for all of us gardeners, especially in Kenya right now. We are struggling. The crops are being destroyed by the rains, but we are keeping pushing on. We have some food to eat, and for that we are grateful. Thank you so much for watching this video, and always remember, if you have a vision, add some passion. I'll see you in the next one.